Well, it's all happening at the Indian Premier League 2025, and CSK is the first team to be knocked out in this year's season. Not a good sign for all you CSK fans there, but it was eventually over. I think when in the first half of this IPL, you could see that it wasn't looking good for them, and it's just been a season that's gone downward for CSK. But they have a few more games, and hopefully they can give the fans something to cheer about. But Punjab, on the other hand, moved to second place. Dramatic change every day on that points table. So RCB leading in first, followed by Punjab there in second. Mumbai go to third place, and followed by Gujarat in fourth place there. So everything happening here at the Indian Premier League. Welcome to Boundary Line Podcast with Dylan Pink and Sheldon Dahuri on the show. Before we go ahead and discuss the game today, requesting all our viewers to please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave your comments on what you thought about the game today. We'll get straight into the action. Sheldon, not good signs for CSK, but we've seen this happen at the start of this IPL in the first half. I would say it wasn't looking good, and it's just become, just a story this season for them has not looked good. We'll discuss that, Sheldon, and where as to what went wrong for them. But Punjab really doing well, moving to second place, and it's looking good for them now, back to winning ways.
Yeah, you'd say, Dill, it almost looks like they're opposite teams because in most seasons, CSK would look like how Punjab are looking right now, and
Yeah.
Punjab would look at like how CSK are looking right now. And yeah, for Punjab, another brilliant win, Dill, up to second place as well. And Punjab just look the real deal right now, Dill. They were unfortunate they had a washout the other day against KKR. Perhaps they could have been an extra point right now, but today it was business as usual, Dill. They got hit, at the start with the ball, but they came back strongly, Dil. And once they came back, they were just on top. And for Punjab, Dil, a big, big win, especially with all the teams, close by losing as well. So
Yeah.
Punjab picking up places and up to second is massive, Dil.
Yeah, Punjab really doing well there, but let's remind our viewers what happened. Punjab won the toss. They put CSK to bat on the surface there in Chennai, and CSK managed 190. This was at one stage they were looking at really that they could have got much more than that. I was
Yeah,
thinking, Sheldon, at least 15, 20 runs more there, and it
yeah,
proved crucial because they were going really good. And at one stage, that big over from Suyansh there. I really thought it could like change the game for CSK, but Punjab somehow pulled it back. Arshdeep there and Chahal. What a legend this guy is, Sheldon. A hat trick, his second hat trick in the IPL. They're picking up 4 wickets, 3 overs, 32 runs, 4 wickets for Yuzvendra Chahal. It's been absolutely brilliant. And then Punjab came out to bat there. Priyan Sharia, Prabhsimran Singh have just been a revelation this season. Really, really good, for both of them. Young guys opening the batting for their team and really doing well. And Shreyas Iyer has just been in the form of his life ever since he won the last year's IPL for KKR. He's just looked a different player there, and they easily got over the line. A little tense towards the end in the last
yeah.
over there, but yeah, the writing was already on the wall for CSK there.
Yeah, Dil, and you mentioned Shreyas Iyer. I want to touch on him first because what a season he's having, Dil. He's come in as the captain of a new franchise for him as well. He moved from a
Yeah.
winning franchise. He's come in and he's just put his stamp on this team. He's come out. There's a brand which he wants his side to play in, and that's a very positive brand of cricket, Dil. He wants them to play on the front foot. He wants them to be aggressive. He has that with his openers. Both of them are two young Indian guns who just swing from ball one and just have a good hit. And then he comes in at three and he plays in a similar fashion. Obviously, he's a level above. He's a top player, as we've seen him for India as well in these last few years. And it just
Yeah.
looks like he's in the form of his life. He looks like a very confident man. His captaincy is brilliant at the moment, and his team's playing very well. And it's almost like they're representing him with the way they're playing because he's just looking like a revelation for Punjab, though.
Yeah, Punjab really, really doing well under him. But let's get to the first half of the innings now
Okay.
and dissect that. CSK batting for first there, 190. You thought that was a good score, but at one point, like I said, they really looked like they should have got a little more there. Sam
Yeah.
Curran, really good innings. I really liked the way he played today, and I really felt that Chennai somewhat got the balance of the team. They a little bit
Yeah.
right, Sheldon. I thought Devil Brevis in the team and Sam Curran in the team, is a really good addition along with the two young guys, Sheikh Rashid, Ayush Matre also in the team. At least they've moved, from the openers with Ruturaj and Conway and Rachin, and they said that, I think it's time we give the youngsters a chance. But you felt after that big over that they were going to get more, Sheldon. But where did it go wrong for CSK? They easily 20-run shot once again.
Yeah, Dylan, that collapse was just reminiscent of what we've seen throughout the season with CSK. It's just that their batting just capitulates, Dylan. Their middle order just not doing enough again. But yeah, I think what you mentioned was right. The balance of the side looks like it was kind of better today. I
Yeah,
like the look of Brevis in the side, Dylan. I know it's
yeah,
only been two games, but he had something different to the CSK side. Because before he came in, I felt it was a bit stale. It was a bit
yeah.
like they all played too similar. It was all very safe cricket. With Brevis, it's a bit of X factor in there. Yes, it might not come off still, but we know with all good sides in this IPL, you need some X factor players still who can change the game in 10, 15, 20 deliveries. They can hit 45, 50. And Brevis is one of those players. So I hope he does go on to play for CSK maybe another year as well. And this is not just a one off because you had mentioned he came in as a replacement, right, Dil?
Yeah,
He came in as a replacement. So he might not even play next season. But yeah, he's one player who I feel CSK should keep because he's one of those players who's different and who plays a different type of brand to what the rest of the guys play. And for Carindle, I mean, it just feels like everyone doesn't know his role, and it's a bit confusing with Curran. You feel whether it's with England, whether it's with Punjab, whether it's
yeah,
with Chennai, it just feels like maybe he doesn't also reach the potential he could, but it also
yeah.
feels like he's messed around. Sometimes he's batting at six, sometimes at five.
I
Today at
really
number
feel
three,
for him. I really
yeah,
feel
yeah,
for him because he's such a good player. But I
yeah,
just feel he's not found that right slot for him to play.
yeah,
Probably yes, he sometimes opened the batting. He sometimes
yeah,
batted one down,
yeah,
sometimes 6, 7 also. Number
yeah,
eight as well. And he's such a good all rounder there. Of course, world
yeah,
class. We all know Sam Curran, absolutely world class player. But you're right, Sharon. I feel he's lost somewhere, and I think
yeah.
part of it has also got to do with him where he needs to say that I feel that this is where I can play my best. This is where if we beat number two or number three, wherever
Yeah.
he wants to bat, and he needs to take that call and realize that this is where I want to play.
Yeah, Dylan, yes, he batted at three and he batted very well. But if everyone was fit for Chennai, he wouldn't be batting at three, right?
Exactly.
Obviously,
Yeah.
when everyone's there. So, yes, it worked today, but we do know when CSK have a full available squad, he won't be batting there. And you're right, I feel he needs to ask to bat in a position or, settle in one position because, yes, it's good to be able to float around and good to be able to bat in multiple positions, but you need to get the best out of yourself as well.
Yeah.
And I feel he's being sold a bit short by batting everywhere and, not really mastering one position. I still feel like Curran can improve and he can still get even better. And I feel that would happen when he settles in on one position, Dil, because I feel that'll get the best out of Sam Curran.
Yeah, Sam Curran really needs to lock in that one place where he wants to play because his bowling is also really good with the
Yeah,
variations and
yeah,
changes. Also today we've seen back of the hand, the slower ball there, very tough to hit on this sort of a wicket there. But coming to Punjab's bowling, Chahal, a legend, Sheldon, he's a wizard, I would say.
yeah.
Such a smart bowler, such a smart customer there when he's bowling. And it always looked like, Chahal in the game. And you see in the first few games that they were playing Punjab, they actually missed his bowling, because he was out
Yeah.
of form there. But once he got into his groove, he's unstoppable. And today, another hat trick for him, Sharon. How good has he been this season for them?
Yeah, Dylan, you can argue that he won them the game. His hat trick
Easily.
changed the game. Because
Yeah.
CSK were on the verge of getting 220, 230 with the way they were going. Curran and Brevis were playing brilliantly in that partnership.
Yeah.
Then as soon as that broke and then Chahal takes that hat trick, it just, makes a big difference in the game and restricts them to below 200. If you told Punjab when Chennai were going all guns blazing that they'll be chasing that much, they'd have taken that all day long, Dil. And
Exactly.
and yeah, that hat trick changed the game. And I thought Punjab as well, the other bowlers came back strongly. Arshdeep in the end as well, Dil. And
Brilliant. Brilliant,
Jansen as
Raj.
well, I thought was
Yeah.
brilliant there.
Absolutely. I thought they pulled it back nicely after both those wickets fell. Sam Curran was a key there for them. And once that wicket went, you knew that Punjab bowled really well. And coming to the batting now, the chase, it was always on, like you said, the intent from them was very clear. And these two young guys, Sheldon, has been such a revelation this season. Right, they've played so well, fearless hitting. We've seen Priyan Shaurya already get 100. This is the season for youngsters. I
Yeah.
feel, right. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Priyan Shaurya, Abhishek Sharma. These are the guys who are getting the hundreds, and it's
Yeah.
absolutely insane. Prabhsimran Singh missed out the other day on 100. He got 80 odd, I
Yeah.
think, in that game there. But what a good start by both of them. And Shreyas Iyer, enough can't be said about him there. But Punjab, you thought, chased it really well there, right?
Yeah, Dylan, I think today was the first time we saw four uncapped Indian players opening as well. That was one of the first few times we've seen that.
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
uncapped Indian players. But yeah, Dylan, you mentioned the way those two are playing, and it's just so nice to see the way they're going about it. Such fearless batting, Dylan, from two openers. They're
Yeah,
almost playing, and this is a big compliment, like how Abhishek and Head played last season.
yeah,
And that was crazy. We kept praising them last season for the way they played, but these two, Arya and Prabhsimran, are playing almost similar. Like, and they've been really key to Punjab's success till them and Shreyas Iyer. That
yeah,
top three, the way they go about it is just brilliant to see, Dil. And not only the top three, but the way Punjab bat throughout, that's that intent, Dil, which is their right throughout. Whether they lose 3 wickets early. I remember when they played Chennai earlier, they were five down early, but they still
yeah.
managed to get a really good score. So like that's the way they want to play. And today, again, it looked really good when it came off, Dil.
Yeah, and Shreyas Iyer, I know we spoke about him earlier, but he is that sort of a, person that's just guiding them along there. And,
Yeah.
you sort of felt that when they went in for the auction for him, like, and Ricky Ponting was very clear that he wanted this guy because he's just been really good. And off late, he's had a brilliant last 2 years, I feel,
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer. And he looks so easy also, right? At
Yeah.
when he's batting, and you could see that even today when it came for the big shots to come off, he just got 1, 2 of the sixes so easily.
Yeah, Dil, and some of the shots he just stands still, and the way he just times it, it's just
Yeah,
brilliant. And it also shows he's in the form of his life, Dil, and he plays spin well, he plays seam well. Not
yeah,
many are talking about his bouncer weakness now, right, Dil, when he's in this form. I mean, it just shows, sometimes people say it's a weakness, but just because you get out to one shot doesn't mean that's your weakness. It can happen.
exactly.
We've seen
Yeah,
guys getting out to cover drives, we've seen them getting out to pull shots. It can happen. But yeah, Shreyas I think looks pretty good on the bouncer right now, Dil, and his all round game is just brilliant, Dil. And we're not even talking about his captaincy. Just his batting alone has been that good for Punjab, Dil.
yeah, he's looking at ease there when he's batting. His captaincy also has been top notch there, and really taking them ahead and going. So Punjab move up to second there. But the big question I think on everyone's mind, Sheldon, right now is CSK. It's for the first time in the history of the IPL that they have not made an IPL playoff in back-to-back years. It's never happened before, and it's the first time that it's happened. What could be the reason? Is it the brand that that they're playing, the style that they're playing? Is it just they've still stuck in the last 10 years style, or the way they're playing? Is it the auction that they've got wrong there? Because most of those names actually, Sharon, are really good. If you actually look at it, Rachan Ravindra, Devon Conway, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Shivam Dubey last year was really good for them, right? So you
Yeah.
had all these guys that were really good, but this year it's not come off. And of course, questions have been asked on MS Dhoni, what he could do. Can he do something about it? Where does he have to retire? And all these questions there. But CSK, what has gone wrong for them this season?
Adil, I think the fact that they lost is no surprise. I think they've gotten a lot wrong. I think from the auction to the brand of style they're playing. I mean, it's not 2010. The way they're playing, the way they're set up, the way they started, of course, with Conway came in later, but Ravindra and Gaikwad, and everyone was just playing that old school cricket where they get to 150, they get to 160. That was the aim, and it just
Yeah,
didn't look like they could get a 180, 200 score. And it's just the way they were set up from the start. I don't think there's anything wrong with the squad in general. I think that squad's still pretty decent. They could have
yeah,
still made the top four with the names there. But I don't know, it's just the brand of cricket they've been playing this season. It just looks so far behind everyone. When you look at the top teams, the way Punjab have played, I mean, it's night and day, Dil, when you just compare these two teams.
yeah.
Because there's so much intent with Punjab. On Punjab's best day, they can get 280. And that's not even me like putting it lightly. They could get 280 on their best day. But with Chennai on their best day today, they made 190. And that was probably Chennai's best batting performance of the season, Dil. And it still had a collapse in there. So that just tells the story between the two sides. With Dhoni, Dil, I think he should have retired the year they won the IPL last. He had the perfect send off. You know,
Wow.
When Jadeja hit that winning run,
That's,
because
yeah.
I mean, that was the perfect send off for legendary career. I don't know why he's still playing. Yes, I don't want to criticize Dhoni. He's done great things for the sport. He's done great things for Chennai. But when your time's over, your time's over. You got to call it a day. And why Dhoni's not batting high up the order is because he can't play those many deliveries. I think they
Yeah.
said also that he can't bat more than, I don't know, 40 or 30 deliveries or something like that. If a
Yeah.
guy can't bat those many deliveries, why is he playing in the team? I mean, I don't understand it. He himself should retire because if I was a Chennai guy right now, I'd be thinking, okay, we got to regroup and we got to revamp the side. And if Dhoni's not giving us that much, we should look past him. So I hope for his sake he calls it a day and he's not kicked out of the team because I feel
Right.
like I feel like gradually he should on his own, come up with that decision though.
Those are, I mean, that's a big statement that you make, Sheldon. But given the kind of star that he is, and the
Yeah,
legend
yeah,
that he is, and
yeah,
everyone knows that enigma that he's got
yeah,
behind him, the personality, and the kind of stuff that he's done for Indian cricket and for CSK. It's very tough, I would say, for anyone to make that comment and be like, yes, he has to retire now because I mean, I'll tell you why. I also feel the same. I feel the same. But then when you look back and when you think at it, there's a lot of stuff that's riding on him and
mm,
CSK. Because without Dhoni being in the team, there's a lot of sponsors that are attached to it. There's a
yeah,
lot of money riding on just Dhoni being the face of CSK. And part of it also has got to do with CSK not having another person, not having another guy like MS in the team,
yeah,
or someone equivalent to that sort. I know you would never get that probably, but
yeah,
somewhere off of that thing, because you've seen it when Mumbai Indians was there, right? You've seen it when Mumbai Indians was playing. Rohit Sharma somehow just came in. And then he became that big icon for the team there.
yeah,
Sachin had to make way, and then Rohit Sharma came in to the thing. So I think that's the sort of thing that CSK have not been able to do because Dhoni, the star symbol that he is, and the kind of person he is. I think it's very tough. And to be fair, when you've achieved that much and you've done so much for that franchise, you need to make the call yourself and be like, I think, guys, it's time for me to go. Maybe he's going to come back next year and win the IPL, prove everyone wrong, and then he's going to say thank you very much, right? Number six, and then he goes back again. But we'll never know what goes on with MS because that's the kind of personality he is. Yes, he's done so much, but I think, and right now, just as being a fan of the sport and a fan of Dhoni and everyone, we're all fans of him, the way he plays and the way he's off the field as well. So I don't know. I think it should have been in that year where they won it, but
yeah,
such is the figure of Dhoni, such is Dhoni the person that you can never really say what goes on in his head. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve for next year. He'll come out,
yeah,
prove everyone wrong, right? And
yeah.
that's the sad state there. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing the video to you. Hope you all enjoyed the video. As usual, please don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The handle's down in the description, and let us know in the comments what you think has to be done with CSK next year. Do they need to change up the team? Do they have to stick to the same team? Does Dhoni need to retire? Should he not retire and continue for as long as he can? But these are all the questions that CSK will have to answer after this season as to what they need to do. But right now, they are the first team to be knocked out of this year's IPL, and Punjab moved to number second, one more step closer. The race for the playoffs are getting really, really heated up. So stay tuned for more updates on Boundary Line Podcast, and we'll see you soon in the next video.